We're breaking down the venison. First of all, big boy. Legs are off, shoulders off. So you've got this beautiful saddle down the centre. This guy, get him a little more presentable. Lovely, nice size. It's hard because they're shot. It's how can you shoot one that's like, the loins are like that big, please, just nice to the plate. So it's difficult. We're coming to the back end of the season now, to be fair, for venison, so we're going to be moving on to lamb. But let's get it broken down. First of all, the pencil fillets from underneath. So you run a knife down the inside. So this is the equivalent of the fillet on a cow. That's a very nice bit. It's just tricky to use up like the loin because you only got this much of it. When you come on the saddle, it's a bit different to like lamb or anything like that, or like chicken, say, because you've got one spine almost. Venison's a little bit different. It's almost like that down the spine. You've got to come down and then kind of lift over and then go back down again. First of all is just run the knife right down. Come on.
What kind of knife is good for this?
Don't use Tom's because it's blunt. And getting abused today. Knife tips are big cuts. Chef knife, smaller, more fiddly things, bit more flex. And just don't cut where you can't see, like any butchery. Score both sides first, down to the bone, right against the spine. With venison, it's such a deep red meat, it starts to mask your hands up a little bit. If I was doing a lot of these, and Tom will be doing the rest of these later on, have a glove on one hand, so you got the one you're constantly touching the meat with. Little tip, use protection, kids. So you've got that little bit of bone that sticks out the side, you've got to come over that. You've almost got that ridge here. You gently come over and then go back down, so you don't miss any of the meat.
You've done that quite well.
Shocking. Can't go wrong if you keep using the bone as a guide as well. We lost Jeff. Okay. Right on. This guy, off. This is the loin, the chain on it as well. Oh, Jeff. Jeff's in the house. Oh, yeah, same either side. Yeah, Jeff's part of the team as well, you know. The most important person is in this business, to be honest. He's been here longer than me. Jeff is resident, handyman, maintenance, part-time KP.
Makes a good cup of tea, does Jeff?
My best friend. If Jeff doesn't make a good cup of tea, then we're in trouble.
Hi, Jeff.
Hiya.
He said you were the most important person in the building.
Did you say?
Yeah. He also said you were his best friend.
Yeah. I am.
We can clean up this. We're going to use this for our stock. So we make a venison stock, so we'll get all these bits out. Big old brat pan in here, so every day that's boiling away that's that base stock. Lovely. So today we'll utilise all of the venison carcass to get a venison based sauce on. Need to clean this loin up. So you've got all these scraggy bits all over, membrane on top of the sinew, and you've got this chain down here. I'm not too sure why they call it a chain. I don't know who might know that one. Mike?
Yeah.
Why do they call it a chain?
Looked Fleetwood Mac.
The floor is mine. What happens is why they call it a chain, you knock a bike, a chain holds everything together. That's what happens, it holds the loin in place. Reckon I go for that? We need to just come down and take the sinews off because the sinews are tough, nice big cuts to keep the presentation of the loin. So I'm going to start on this side, take the majority off. This will go towards our pan sauce. So we'll roast this off in the pan, all these bits of this trim. We're lucky we have the space to make everything ourselves. A lot of places don't. How I like to do it, and I get the guys to do it here, is take a little bit off the top and then just run the knife down like taking the skin off a fish fillet, because it gives a better end result to look at the loin. Was Jeff slagging me?
I think it's time the world knew who Jeff was.
I think you're right. Jeff, how long you worked here for?
11.
You work in a Michelin star restaurant now, Jeff.
Oh, aren't we all?
How does that feel?
I want Michelin star money.
Was it better before or after he was here?
Don't answer that. Well, that's enough now. Cheers, Jeff.
You don't want to know.
So we're going to have to lose all these bits of membrane. But it looks a bit like Jeff when he had hair. Okay, so we clean the loin up. When it's been brined, sometimes you can see little flecks of sinew that you've missed. Gives you a second chance when you just to get those off before we prep it ready for service. Score down to the sinew. Probably best to use a bigger knife.
Whoa!
You start being a real perfectionist and going through every little bit, but I got loads of grief on TikTok before about the beef being like, left so much sinew on it. So maybe I should carry on and keep going, and hate is gonna hate. That was another one I got. It's touching the meat so much. I like touching the meat. All right, happy with that. That's fine. So yeah, that's that then.